Hello, soul family. Welcome to Spiritual Manifestation. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you've been with us before, welcome home. In today's video, I have a little something special to share with you, a message that will guide you through some powerful energies and insights. Let's dive right in. So I can sense that there are quite a few eyes on you right now, observing you from a distance. The Deceit card reflects this energy. There are people around you, some watching with admiration, others with envy. You may notice their presence through social media, where there's a sense of monitoring, hidden intentions, or even obsessive curiosity. There's a figure here, lurking in the shadows, representing deceit or envy. You could be dealing with someone who feels threatened by your success, perhaps even an enemy, someone who hides behind a mask of friendliness but harbors jealousy. I'm also hearing that you've got an incredible amount of support surrounding you right now, people who are truly cheering you on. This feels like a moment of triumph, especially after what could have been a spiritual battle. You may have faced someone who was draining your energy, someone obsessed with trying to tear you down, but you've come out stronger, victorious. It's as if you dealt a blow to their ego, and now you've risen, shining even brighter in the light. The universe is showing you that you are surrounded by those who genuinely love and support you, your soul tribe. It's that beautiful, protective energy that's lifting you up, helping you move forward. These people are like a wave of divine energy, guiding and cheering you on as you step into your power. You've likely been a source of light for them too, and now you're all rising together, united in this energy of mutual support and growth. I'm seeing synchronicities like 111, a divine confirmation that you're on the right path, with your soul family right there with you. Now this is interesting. I'm definitely sensing a more malicious energy coming through with this enemy and the Deceit card. Deceit carries that shadowy, lurking presence, like someone who may seem to be moving forward, but their gaze is locked on you, watching from the past. It's the kind of energy where they just can't let go, constantly peeking over their shoulder, obsessing over what happened. I feel like this person is from your past, and though you've already risen above, victorious, they might still be trying to keep tabs on you, possibly through fake accounts or other underhanded means online. It's like their ego was bruised, and they just can't stop replaying it in their mind. But let's look deeper. All eyes are on you now, and for many, you've become a source of great inspiration. The people who are cheering you on, they've seen what you've been through. They know your story. Some of them are watching over you like guardians, making sure you stay uplifted. At the same time, I feel that your success has really intimidated this enemy. They're retreating, hiding in the shadows now, like they've built up thick walls to protect themselves. It's almost as if they've armed themselves with defenses, but those walls aren't to attack. They're to shield their wounded pride. Like a fortress with cannons aimed outward, they try to bring you down or damage your reputation, but their efforts have only left them more isolated and defeated. Now, for some reason, I'm sensing a deep envy surrounding you, and it's all because you have so many people who truly admire you. They see you as a beacon of inspiration, someone who stands in their power, shining brightly in their eyes. You're being seen in such a positive, radiant light, and that's where the envy comes in, because this is exactly what this toxic person craves but can't attain. Their energy is sneaky, underhanded, and full of deception. They're not genuine in the slightest. Their facade is as thin as a mask that hides their true intentions. They've always had bad intentions, not just for others, but specifically for you as well. Now I feel like they've retreated into the shadows, lurking just out of sight. It's almost as if they're trying to stay hidden while keeping tabs on you, unable to let go of their resentment. All right, let me go ahead and reshuffle the deck and see what comes through next for you. We've pulled the Victory card from the Energy Oracle deck, and let me tell you, this is your glow up in full force. You're basking in joy and radiance, and the energy around you is one of pure upliftment. There's a strong circle of support surrounding you right now, and if that hasn't come into your reality just yet, you're clearing out the shadows, the toxic energies, to make space for your true soul tribe to enter. You're incredibly powerful, like a beacon of light that everyone is watching, having gone through the fire, the challenges, those divine shakeups, like tower moments. But through it all, you've become unshakable. Your strength is undeniable, fueled by love, and even this enemy who underestimated you is starting to see it. They had no idea who they were dealing with, but now it's all crystal clear. The power of your soul, that indestructible essence you carry. And those who support you, they see it too, and they think you're absolutely remarkable. Despite everything, the devastation, the battles, the struggles, you've emerged 10 times stronger. This is your victory, a triumph born from hardship, yet you've come out the other side with your sweetness intact. It hasn't hardened you. If anything, it's made you more compassionate, more open-hearted. They're drawn to that uplifting energy, seeing you as not only resilient, but also deeply romantic and kind. This enemy wanted to break you down, to harden your heart like theirs. They've been through deep pain, but instead of using those experiences to grow or help others, they've let bitterness take over. Their goal was to drag you into their darkness, to make you feel the same emptiness they do. There's a lot of envy in their actions because, like in Cinderella, where she gracefully rises above all the cruelty thrown her way, they saw your kindness and mistook it for weakness, thinking they could easily take advantage of you. They can't stand the way life seems to shine brighter for you, how blessings seem to find you effortlessly. It's like they're stuck in their own storm, watching you dance in the sunlight. They don't understand the energy behind it, that what you radiate is what you attract. Instead, they see only the surface, believing you've had it easy while they remain trapped in their own toxic cycle, constantly drawing in chaos, because that's where their focus remains. They're blind to the fact that the light in your life isn't luck. It's the result of your own vibration and the energy you put into the world. This enemy wanted nothing more than to shatter your spirit, to make your heart as cold and bitter as theirs. They've faced their own deep wounds, but instead of using that pain to heal and uplift, they've allowed it to twist them into someone who tries to break others. They were determined to drag you down, to snuff out your light. Their envy runs deep, like the wicked stepmother in Cinderella, who despised how Cinderella remained kind and graceful, no matter how much cruelty was thrown her way. They saw your kindness and mistook it for weakness. They thought if they could just throw enough hardship at you, they could crush your spirit. But what they didn't realize is that, like Cinderella, your strength lies in your heart. They can't stand how life seems to bless you, how good things always seem to come your way, as if you're effortlessly moving through life with ease while they're stuck in their own bitterness. It's like they're trapped in a dark room watching you dance in the sunlight, completely unaware that it's not luck or ease that draws that light to you. It's the energy you radiate. They don't understand that you've faced your own struggles, but instead of letting the darkness consume you, you chose to rise above it. They're caught in their own cycle of chaos, attracting more negativity because that's where their focus lies. What this person completely failed to grasp is the depth of work you've been doing on yourself, day in and day out. They see the surface, but they don't understand the layers of healing and growth you've undergone. Your supporters, they see everything. They see how you've weathered storm after storm and emerged stronger each time. You've been through what felt like a tower moment, one that shattered old structures and forced everything toxic in your life to fall away. And while it may have seemed like chaos, it was a blessing in disguise. It was the universe clearing the path for you to become even more empowered, more in tune with your heart, and more deeply in love with yourself. This transformation has opened you up in ways that others notice, and they can't help but be inspired by your glow. You've always had a purity, an innocence, but now it's coupled with a strength that radiates even more intensely. You've walked through the fire, and instead of being burned, you rose from the ashes like a phoenix, reborn, radiant, and unbreakable. And this person who wanted to see you crumble, they can't stop thinking about it. They're in disbelief, wondering how all their schemes and tactics to bring you down could have failed so spectacularly. They never truly understood the power within you, the depth of your soul, and now they're left stunned by your rise. You're someone who has embraced shadow work, diving deep into the parts of yourself that most people run from. You've looked in the mirror with honesty, facing your fears, your past wounds, and your doubts. But instead of letting those shadows define you, you've used them as fuel for transformation. You've gained wisdom and clarity through this self-reflection, and that's something your enemy could never understand. They wanted to tear you down, knock you off your throne, and see you drowning in self-doubt. They wanted to strip you of your confidence, your light, and leave you with nothing but insecurities. They craved the power trip, the ego boost of watching you fall. This enemy, if they knew anything about your beliefs, shrugged it off as if it was all nonsense. They genuinely believed you were just this sweet, naive soul, someone who would be easy to manipulate and break. But let me tell you, they've had a rude awakening. They underestimated you, and now they're realizing just how powerful and resilient you are. Here's the thing. As I'm speaking, I just looked at the clock, and it's exactly 6 o'clock. It's like the number 6 wanted to make itself known. 6 is the number of love, and it feels like someone significant is in your energy right now. If this resonates, it could be your divine counterpart, someone who sees you as their mirror. They've been cheering you on from the sidelines, helping you step into the light. Okay, let's go ahead and reshuffle and see what comes through next. Okay, so next we've drawn the hostilities here. And this is exactly what your enemy wanted to trap you in: hostility, fear, and conflict. This person, they're so deeply disempowered in their own life, constantly spiraling into self destruction. It's like they can't help but sabotage themselves. And to fill that void, they wanted to feel a false sense of power over you. Operating entirely from their ego, they sought to control your energy, to make you feel stuck in the heaviness they live in, whether that's fear, sadness, or the wounds they've refused to heal. They saw your bright, shining light, and it intimidated them. Like a moth drawn to a flame, they wanted to dim it, to take pleasure in watching your energy drain away. For a time, they may have succeeded, but only temporarily. This is someone who operates from a place of deep darkness, someone whose intentions were far from pure. Despite everything, you remain soft, romantic, and deeply imaginative. You're like a poet who can see the world through the lens of creativity and intuition. You've stayed connected to your higher self, to your guides, and to your loving, nurturing nature. I'm hearing that you have this incredible gift of inspiring others, showing them that no challenge is too big to overcome. You've been that beacon of light, helping their anxieties melt away, because they realize it's all about mindset. It's all about perception. They've watched you, and they see how you stayed grounded, kept a positive outlook, and pulled yourself back into a high vibration. You have this inner balance, this wisdom of the soul that allows you to stay in control. You're not just drifting aimlessly through life. You're strong, stable, and fully in control of your destiny. Your journey is inspiring others, reminding them they too can face any obstacle and come out stronger because they've seen you do exactly that. I have to say, you've got my heart racing. Amongst the crowd of people admiring your strength, there's a divine counterpart, someone who is completely in love with you. If it resonates, this person could be your mirror, a reflection of your soul's power and love. On the flip side, you've also put this enemy, the one who tried to drag you down, into a state of panic. Their heart races, not out of love, but out of fear. When you broke free, when you separated from them or escaped their control, it sent them spiraling. They may have tried to destroy your reputation, desperate to discredit you so that no one would believe your truth about the harm they caused. That heart-racing energy, it's also them in sheer panic, realizing they've lost their grip on you. I'm telling you, this enemy is absolutely intimidated by you now. The tables have completely turned. There may have been a time when you felt intimidated by them, when their energy was overwhelming. But what they didn't know is that you've been quietly going inward, working on yourself, finding your strength and stability from deep within. You've reached a point where you were able to take decisive action, cutting them out of your life and breaking free from their grip. Your transformation is undeniable. You've elevated your vibration, and now it's clear that the power dynamic has shifted entirely. The tables have truly turned. All right, let's see what else I can draw from your situation here. Okay, Patience card comes out here from Energy Oracle, and it speaks to the deep transformation you've undergone. This is not just a surface level change, but a profound inner shift. Like a seed planted deep in the soil, you've taken your time to grow, pushing through the darkness to emerge into the light. This moment marks a new phase in your life, one where you are fully stepping into your soul's purpose and aligning with your true soul tribe. For many of you, you've transcended beyond the illusions of the false matrix, moving beyond the veil and ascending into higher states of consciousness. You're walking in the energy of the new earth, embodying the conscious divine human, fully awakened. Your journey has been so powerful that it has caused others around you to pause and reconsider their own paths. You have this unique ability to shift perspectives, making people stop and view things from a different lens. You bring clarity and awaken new ways of thinking in others, sparking thoughts they may never have considered before. This power of yours is tied to immense personal awakening and empowerment, reminding others that the mind is not the true self, but rather a collection of conditioned thoughts. The true essence is the soul, the observer, the one who sees beyond the mental chatter. Some of you resonate deeply with being spiritual, perhaps even having a platform where you share these truths to help others awaken. You're using your light to break down the false matrix, helping people dissolve the illusions they've been trapped in and guiding them to freedom. It's like you're shining this beam of truth that melts away the layers of conditioning, allowing others to see the world with clarity and step into their own power. And as for this enemy, the tables have completely turned. They're looking at you now and realizing they never saw you for who you truly are. They underestimated you, thinking you were just this soft, kind, imaginative soul. And while you are all of those things, what they failed to see is the immense strength, wisdom, and maturity that you carry. You've evolved into someone who not only sees the bigger picture, but maintains emotional balance and grace. Now they're backing off, realizing they misjudged you entirely. Spirit is saying they've been forced to retreat and watch you from a distance, stuck in a state of panic, because your power is something they never expected to face. You're the one who exposed this person for who they really are, and that's something they simply can't handle. Their entire survival depends on wearing that fake mask, pretending to be a good person, while in reality, they're using others to sustain themselves. They latch onto people's energy because they can't function on their own, too self-destructive and destructive to those around them. Without leeching off others, they'd have nothing to hold on to. Also, I'm seeing love here. It's undeniable. I just noticed it again, and let me tell you, there's a divine counterpart in your energy. You were meant to meet this person. They've lifted you into the truth of what love really is, showing you just how incredible you are. This person is completely, wholeheartedly in love with you. Their adoration for you is undeniable. All right, let me go ahead and reshuffle and see what else we can uncover for you. We've pulled the contract card, and this represents a soul contract, a sacred agreement tied to your purpose of helping elevate the collective consciousness. This isn't just about you, there's a deeper connection here. If it resonates, your divine counterpart is also in this light. They're a powerful inspiration, like a bright, shining beacon, working alongside you to uplift the collective vibration. Just like the contract represents working together on a shared mission, your connection with this person is part of something bigger, like building a spiritual community, a place where higher frequencies are nurtured and spread to those around you. Next, we've drawn the attachment card, which ties in with the message of releasing toxic connections. If this enemy tries to reach out, whether they claim to miss you or express regrets, ignore them. Block them. These people often use manipulative tactics, like trying to reconnect with promises of love or change. This is what's known as the Hoover, a term used in narcissistic dynamics when someone tries to suck you back into their energy field. They're psychic vampires, draining your energy to feed their own emptiness when they're running low. So, if this person tries to contact you, stand firm. Stay in your personal power, in your joy, focusing on the light and your inner peace. They're only trying to punish or manipulate you again, but you've risen above that. Stay empowered and don't let them siphon your energy. For some of you, there's a clear progression happening with your divine counterpart. They're moving closer, ready to express their love for you. You are constantly on their mind. They can't stop thinking about you. This person sees you in such a sacred light, recognizing how kind-hearted, mature, and loving you are not just to them, but to everyone around you. They deeply respect and admire this about you. Your divine counterpart is the complete opposite of the enemy you've faced. While that enemy took advantage of your kindness, using and abusing the love you freely gave, they never had the wisdom to appreciate the blessing your energy was. But your divine counterpart, they see everything clearly. Where the enemy tried to pull you into darkness, this divine counterpart stands in the light. They are love, they are truth, and they have the maturity and wisdom to cherish you for who you are. They want to love you in all the ways you truly deserve, and they genuinely want to see you thriving. Unlike the enemy who was threatened by your light, your divine counterpart celebrates it. They want to lift you higher, to help place you in the limelight where you belong. Okay, what else can I channel about this situation? I'm hearing regret strongly in this energy, but it's not the kind of regret where they feel sorry for you. It's all about themselves. This enemy is filled with regret because they now realize they messed with the wrong person. You exposed them for who they truly are, reflecting their own darkness back to them, and that caused a major narcissistic injury they couldn't handle. Instead of owning up to their actions, they projected their own faults onto you, trying to paint you as the villain. Now they're feeling foolish, wishing they could turn back time and make amends. But don't be fooled. If they come forward claiming they regret what they did, saying they want to fix things, it's not out of genuine remorse. They're only trying to come back into your life to steal more of your energy, to finish what they couldn't before. Their regret is rooted in self-pity, because since you've been gone, they've realized no one shines as brightly as you do. No one else has that loving, giving energy they took for granted. And let's not forget, they threw you under the bus when they had the chance. Now, they're stuck with the weight of their own actions, regretting that they ever tried to dim your light. Okay, I'm going to draw my last card here and finish this reading up. We've pulled the Broken Heart card from the Energy Oracle deck, which reflects the instability this enemy brought into your life. For some of you, this could have been someone you shared a home with, a romantic partner, a family member, or even a housemate. They tried to break down your sense of stability, causing chaos in your personal life, whether through manipulation, deception, or outright destruction. Whatever they thought they stole from you, it was never of true value. They may have taken material things or tried to disrupt your peace, but they didn't touch your wisdom, your strength, or the lessons you gained from the experience. They didn't evolve, they didn't learn. If anything, they've just become sneakier in how they prey on others. They were wearing a mask the entire time, pretending to be something they weren't, but now that mask has fallen off. For some, the narcissistic injury was so deep that they became obsessed with punishing you just because you had the courage to stand up for yourself, to speak the truth, and to rise above their manipulation. How dare you, right? But here's the truth. They can't touch you anymore. You're far beyond their reach, and they're left to deal with the consequences of their own actions. You're stepping into your fortune now, in every sense of the word, financially, emotionally, mentally, and through love. Your soul tribe is either already surrounding you or coming in, and this collective energy is like a powerful wave of positivity and ascension. There's no turning back from here. You and your soul family are all rising higher, supporting one another as you grow together. As for this enemy, they wouldn't even dare to come near you anymore. They know they have no chance of pulling you back into their toxic cycle, no opportunity to sneak their way back into your life. And I'm getting chills just thinking about it. For some of you, you saw the evil in them. You could feel the darkness they carried, almost like you could see the shadow in their eyes. That malevolent energy they tried to hide was something you felt deep down, sending chills down your spine. It was undeniable. Your words, though, they cut through them. When you spoke your truth, they couldn't handle it. The truth pierced them like nothing else, and it created an enormous narcissistic injury. Maybe others heard this truth as well, and that only deepened their fear and anxiety. But on the flip side, your words have also touched those who admire you. You've inspired so many people, helping them shift their perspective, opening their eyes to a higher, more expansive, spiritual way of seeing the world. You have the power to transform lives, and for some, that truth was a blessing. But for this narcissist, it was a curse. And I know I might come off a little repetitive here, but I truly believe you are this person's karma. They've gotten away with their behavior for so long, manipulating and hurting others, but they met their match with you. They underestimated you, and now they're paying the price. Meanwhile, your fortune is pouring in. Success, stability, and love. And you've got a circle of truly loving, supportive souls who are cheering you on every step of the way. This feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. You've come so far, and everything that's unfolding is a testament to your strength, resilience, and growth. You're surrounded by love, light, and the support of your soul tribe, with all the abundance and fortune flowing into your life. I'll see you in the next reading.